The Carolina Reaper pepper, more on that next. Veggies for our seafood chowder: broccoli, squash, cabbage, celery, red potatoes, and carrots. Fresh herbs picked from the garden just an hour ago: basil and thyme and oregano and tarragon. Other spices, we have olive oil and salt, black pepper, Old Bay seasoning, chives, and canned salmon, which I'll explain later. Oh, my favorite ingredient. You have to have onions, and you have to have garlic in everything you make, along with that olive oil. Look at these ripe, fresh tomatoes. These are Penny's tomato seeds, 3 different varieties. This will really make that stock delicious. And it had red peppers and sweet peppers behind it. You're looking at the fish now, which makes a great soup. It's crappie from Lake Weiss, Alabama. There is 1 pound of lump crab meat. Of course, shrimp, ready to go. Bay scallops, the tiny tasty ones, and oysters. Now you're looking at our soup stock, which we'll explain. And that's what we made the stock from. And we have some clam juice, tomato soup, a couple cans of chicken broth. And I'm going to move fast now so I don't bore you. But here's where it starts to get delicious. We're going to put those bay scallops right in our seafood chowder. Here's those crappie bass. Crappie is the way the Southerners pronounce it. I pronounce it crappie. Doesn't matter. Use any kind of fish you want. Use salmon, use tilapia, use whatever's on sale. But look at this delicious fresh fish. Going right into the chowder. And we've got little tiny deveined shrimp and cleaned and shell off. Ready to go. Let me stir that. This is going to be delicious. And here's my oysters. I buy them a gallon at a time. Put them in about 1 pint freezer bags. Freeze them. Very economic and tasty and fresh. Now, this is optional, of course. Everything's optional. Make your seafood chowder what makes you happy. But this is 1 pound of lump crab meat, right from the Chesapeake Bay in Maryland. And again, I love that. It's a little pricey. You can pay $22, $25 a pound. We got it for $15 a pound, and we froze 10 pounds of it. I love it. Love it, love it. Okay, look at these Penny's tomatoes one more time with those sweet peppers attached to it. And we're going to put that in our seafood chowder. Well, this is going to make such a tasty soup. I can smell those tomatoes from back here. They've been sliced and they're diced and they're red ripe. So delicious. So nutritious, so good for you. Now, one of Pepper Joe's favorites. Garlic and onions. And a little bit of a garlic bulb. You gotta have that in your soup or your chowder. And we're gonna finish it up. These are the dried spices we showed you earlier. These are the fresh spices. I love basil. Love tarragon. We just picked this a half an hour ago. Fresh oregano, thyme. Oh, that's going to make that soup so good. And we already walked through the veggie ingredients with you. I'm going to put this in just a minute. And our surprise ingredient that I'm saving for the end. Anytime you see a tail on a hot pepper, be very, very, very careful. This hot pepper is the HP22B, also known as the Carolina Reaper. Engineered from my good friend Ed Curry up in Rock Hill, South Carolina. And we're going to top off the soup with one of those. And that will be so hot. Join us at pepperjoe.com for the most super hot, hottest peppers on planet Earth. Bye-bye.